Currently, we are having around 21% yield on portfolios outstanding. That means the interest rate and fee charged to the customer is around 21% per annum. I can say 21% are not very high. If we look at 10 years ago, 5 years ago, we found that the yield on portfolio outstanding are decreasing. I can say at least 1% per annum decrease. If we look at 10 years ago, it's about more than 35% per annum. So we keep decrease from time to time due to the free markets, due to the market environments. 21% per annum is derived from three components, I can say, from operating costs, cost of fund, and especially in Cambodia, we have a very good portfolio quality. And the loan loss provisions are very small. That's why we are able to charge lower interest rate to the customer. To me, I think later on, if we can decrease more on the operating costs, we may able to charge lower interest rate to the customer. We do agree that technology will help us to reduce the operating costs. Now, we are considering to use mobile phone banking, use agent banking, even internet banking. And so far, we have introduced ATM into the market. More than 60 ATM, 21% per annum. That means it's less than 2% per month. It seems to be high. But I can say for microfinance sector, it's not high at all. You know, we have to deliver our product or service to the rural customer, which are living very far away from the city. We try to establish a lot of operating office. It will result in high operating costs. We have to recruit more staff to purchase a lot of motorbikes, to use a lot of stationery. Staff have to travel to the rural area. We have to provide training to advertise our product and service. One more thing is about the cost of fund. The way we raise the funds so far is to borrow from international lenders. They may charge higher interest rate to Sthapana, in average of 8% to 9% per annum. So if we borrow at 9%, and the operating cost, I can say maybe around 11% per annum. So it becomes 19%. So very small margin for the profit, around 2% or 3%. So I can say 1.9% in average charge to the customer is not very high. If we compare, yes, of course, we are a bit higher than commercial banks. But if we compare with money lender, we are of course very low. The money lender may charge about around 10% per month. Why we can decrease the interest rate charged to the customer by 1% per annum, and our operation still profitable? I can say the main reason are from improving the productivity of the loan officer from time to time. 10 years ago, in average, one loan officer, they may handle around $100,000 loan. But until now, in average, one loan officer, they may manage about $350,000. That means the interest income from the loan credit officer is increasing from time to time. Not only portfolio outstanding, but number of borrower per credit agent also slightly increased. Second, so far we have slightly reduced the funding costs because of the saving mobilizations. We collect saving from the public. The average rate of saving cost is about 6% per annum. There are more and more Cambodian people trust microfinance. That's why those people come and place their money with microfinance. That gives us more ability to lend to the poor people with lower interest rate.